1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday to Aries, bless Aries. Happy birthday to Aries, sexy Aries. Oh, happy birthday to all of our lovely, handsome, and sexy, and don't ever forget intelligent and quick to pop off Aries. Happy birthday is for you and always for you, Aries. Did I stutter out of Omar or give you some butter? No, indeedy, sweetie. Aries, I had to switch it up because that's how you guys switch it up. You know the difference between the street and the office. You guys have that intellect. You hear me? Much respect. So I had to switch it up for you guys because I know a lot of you guys are in the office and other my Aries are out there and straight. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is this is how you guys switch up. So Aries, what I need to tell you guys that you are a very, very key component in this whole divine plan on this beautiful, luxurious, divine planet, Earth. You hear me? The higher realm said that word could be no other word than planet. Why? So that you guys will know that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are planned. The ET in that word planet, the last 2 letters ET, stands for till the end of the timeline, or till the end of timeline, the Earth's timeline. A lot of you guys have been living this long ET of life and not even knowing it. The other part of that ET is executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. And a lot of you guys have been doing this along your journey. Yeah. A lot of you guys have. I've seen you guys do something right here. You know, it's like it's showing me you guys seeing somebody in a store. I don't know, you guys spoke up on a situation where somebody really, it's like they had an iffy or, but they were okay with it, but the cashier gave somebody too much money and you called it out because they didn't see it as they were receiving it or something of that nature. Or maybe they did see it. That's why I say looking at them, it's kind of hard to tell, but you guys called it out. I see that there. I'm getting that visual. It was just your nature, your nature, the innocence of your nature, the truth of your nature. You know, Aries is like the childlike of the zodiac. You guys, you gotta speak out, you know, about the truth. So I tell everybody, there's always 3 sides to a story. Your side, my side, and the truth. And the truth will always prevail and show itself. The truth is the light. The light is the most high. You know, people can't get away with a lie because you gotta have some truth in order to tell a big, big lie. Yeah. So, having that said, you guys are a vast key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet, Earth. The higher realms want you guys to know that life is your soul's mission. It's not a competition, you know. So Aries, let them go. You know what I mean? The ones who are in competition with you guys and your green. Yeah. That one that dressed up the garbage can over there. That dressed up garbage can, that person with that $500 hat on a 50-cent head. Let them go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let them go ahead back to bed because they are asleep. You know, life is your soul's mission, not a competition. That's why the higher realms employ this beautiful thing inside of you guys. It's a beautiful gem. It is called your intuition, right? If you guys learn to trust your intuition, you can begin to also see without sight. And that's a beautiful thing. You guys, along with that intuition, it keeps you actually spiritually tethered to this thing called the spiritual GPS, in which the higher realm said that the GPS stands for the gods, guides, or God pointing you to your next step of origin. All right. And that step, the acronym for step is STEP, the solution to every problem. So that means you guys were born like a 9mm, fully loaded and not knowing exactly which way to shoot, right? I can't make it up. So you guys, that's why the higher realms gave you this spiritual root. You know, the higher realm speaks through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. Your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body, and all the codes on your body. Because a lot of you guys have codes in your hands, on your feet. Some of you guys have those mini moles also under your eye. You know, yeah. Some of you guys got a mole growing in under your chin. You know what's so weird? Somebody, I don't know who this is, but however, this is very rare. Somebody has a mole on their tongue. I can't make it up. I'm seeing a mole on the tongue. Now, the person with that mole on their tongue, I'm telling you what I see, you guys. You guys have a mole on your tongue and then a mole on your private part. A lot of you guys, you know what I'm saying? The ones I'm talking to who had a mole on their tongue, they also have a mole on their private part. You have a strange morality. I don't know. Oh, you guys, please go check out my comedy whenever you can. You know, I also have some downloads that may resonate with you guys. I have another one that I have to put out today that I've been resting on with them. Nevertheless, you guys, your number here is your birthright number, 414. That's a powerful, powerful number from the front door. You hear me? Man, the higher realm said when the higher realms are speaking to you through your birthright number 4. All right, we're going to take this one at a time. You know, when the higher realms speak to you through your birthright number 4, the higher realms is saying that you are never to be ignored in the spiritual world nor the spiritual realm, because the angels are sending you guys everything that you need from 4 corners of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, even down to 4 legs on the table to keep you guys spiritually grounded and physically and mentally and emotionally and financially stable. Wow, you guys got all that going on? Really? That means you guys are receiving all these blessings of 4. Some of you guys may be the 4th child. You may have a 4-letter name or nickname, first letter or middle name. You guys are attracted to people with 4-letter names as well. I can't make it up. You guys are resonating with the blessings of 4. You know, even if you guys don't have 4 wheels, somehow they always appear to take you guys for a ride. You know what I'm saying? You guys always find yourself in 4 wheels riding. You know, somebody saying, come on, let's go. You know, that is your blessings of 4. That's why they created that emotional pet as well, the 4-legged animal. You know, the blessings of 4. A lot of you guys have blessings of 4. You know, you may be a family of 4. A lot of you guys need to know that in order to manifest, you guys can possibly use all four elements is what I hear and what I know. You know what I mean? You guys can use all four elements to manifest. You know, you can manifest through breathing meditation. You can manifest through earth, earthy, sensation. You can manifest through, water. You can manifest through fire, things of that nature. You guys can manifest. You can use all four elements to manifest, is what I see. So just to let you guys know, you don't have to practice that birthday bufuba. You don't necessarily have to blow out a candle, because that has a lot to do with the air sign energy, breathing. So, yeah. Now I have to jump right into your number one, because your number one was never meant to be a number in ancient times, Aries. That number one, why? Well, the number one was never meant to be a number because numbers were meant to be plural. Okay? Numbers were meant to be plural. That number one represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. All right? And you guys, you are whole alpha males and alpha females. You are the prize, Aries. I'm going to tell you guys, that's why it's hard for you to, match your energy with others in such a way because of the alpha energy that you have inside of you to stay. You know what I mean? You guys, you have to recognize that people can live this whole lifetime, and never, ever equate to exacerbate any type of energy in the alpha brain state. That's all I can say. So that you guys are the prize. You're alpha males and alpha females out here. And you need to be clear on that. That's why it's very hard to find someone to match your energy, Aries. You are the one, okay? I always tell everybody there's no one without the one, okay? Now that 4 + 1 that equals 5, it tells you a lot about you guys and why you're alive. You guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys volunteered to have this human experience here on Earth. And I see that because you're multidimensional. You guys can really change the game, okay? And that's what you're here for, that number 5. When the higher realms are speaking to you through your birthright number 5, it says that you guys bring positive change from every dimensional level. And as you bring it, you shall receive it. Now, a lot of you guys change the atmosphere in a room as soon as you arrive. And it's no job. Some of you guys know this. However, that number 5 is so powerful because a lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change. And this level is pocket change. A lot of you guys grew up with change, all around you. You never ran out of change. Some of you guys had those bottles of change in your house. But however, you guys never grew up without change because that is your birthright. I can't make it up, Aries. Now, what I need to tell you guys is on your birthday, you shall receive some money because of your birthright. You shall receive positive change in this dimensional level, which will result in you guys receiving some ching-ching, some shmoney. I'm hearing some PayPal. I'm hearing some Cash App. I don't know if I hear Venmo. I don't hear Venmo. It's very faint if it is, though. So, yeah. So, you guys, you have the number 4, 1, and 5, and that's very important. And this 44 is very important when you put those two together because that 44 recognizes that you guys are a part of the 144 crew because it's right here in our face. And that number 14 is abbreviation for the 144 crew. That's what the higher realms told me. And who is the 144 crew? It's just what I said. You guys are sent here to do exactly what you're supposed to do. You're specially designed for that, and nothing can stop you. That's why I see this situation here, but I'll tell you guys about it. But the bottom line is, your number in its totality is 4 + 1 plus 4, that equals number 9. That means that you guys were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. And in this lifetime, you guys come to spiritually awaken people, okay? And also spiritually end some situations, okay, that may have baffled you in a previous lifetime. You're here to spiritually end, situations here. And that's what I see. Aries, what I see here is nothing is going to stop you from actually taking this leap of faith. See here, there's a flight risk. Someone is a flight risk. And something is a flight risk. I'm going to find out what it is. So, and it's like nothing is stopping you guys from taking this leap of faith here. Then I see here something about Thursday. It's very important for you guys to pay attention to your health this Thursday, because a lot of you guys may do something that could prolong a situation or make a situation health-wise worse, because it's pointing to your health here. It's saying on Thursday, be aware and do not be in denial about your health, okay? Because your health is, how it's at the improved state, it's at the beginning state, it's something that can improve. However, if you are in denial or if you do not act abruptly on Thursday in regards to your health, that can be a, fatal issue there, okay? It says, whoever I'm talking to right now, you walk with a limp, but within a few months, that balance, you will regain balance, is what I see. Yeah, you will regain balance, okay? And that will bring about a lot of envy and jealousy. And again, I don't know if I said this, but I have to say it now. Thank you for all your service, those who are in the military, all of my military subscribers. I love you guys from the door to the floor. Need I ever say more? And thank you so much for your service over and over. And thank your family too, because only God knows what you guys go through. The disrespect, the disconnect when you come out here to, after you do what you do. What I see here is somebody also who is in service that can't get out of this flight. There's a flight risk, and I believe it's coming up Thursday. Yeah, and something doesn't, it's like type of orders. You have to be somebody, so whoever has to flight, what do you call it, the air service, how do you call it? Air Force, maybe Air Force for some of you guys. It could be Army as well, because I see Army colors down here as well. So however, I see Army colors down here. Your third eye is open. Yeah. So this flight risk is in regards to your health. Like I said, some of you guys have been in denial about your health, and your health will improve as long as you guys are doing something, that you're supposed to do. I know you have orders. However, some of you guys really have to open your mouth. You know how closed mouths don't get fed, So yeah, a lot of you guys pay attention to that, because a lot of you guys are, in a worry state, and it will never, you will continue to worry if you do not, take care of the health issue at hand. And it's Thursday is definitely a big significant day when you guys will see, the glare of that health issue there that you have been worried about. A lot of you guys creating, some health issue too, just by a lot of variation. Some of you guys, it's a heart health issue here as well. But like I said, those of you who are, going through that imbalance with the limp, you will receive balance again in a few months. And like I said, a lot of people are going to be envious because they're going to be like, what in the world were you trying to worry about? Okay, so a lot of you guys are worried. Okay, now it makes sense. Ooh, child. I mean, oh God, but a lot of you guys are worried about what do you call doing your active duty, your work, your service. A lot of you guys are worried about doing your service. I'm talking to some people who are in some active duty, but some are monthly duty. Okay, I'm seeing that. Some of you guys are concerned about being deployed or something taking a flight on Thursday, and you know that your health issue can be a flight risk. However, that's what you guys are concerned about at this time. Let me see what the higher realm suggests, okay? I don't know why I held back on this right here. When I say, I tell everybody when I see that worry card, that, if you worry, why pray? If you pray, why worry? Because a lot of you guys going to look back. What I see here is the higher realm. So you guys are going to look back a year from now and you're going to see how much you have, persevered. And you're going to be at a level of peace. However, you cannot find peace in a storm unless you allow yourself to open yourself up for the help that you actually need. Okay? Because this help, you really need it, you guys. And I get it. I know some of you guys don't want to even say a word because you feel like it's going to affect you guys and your salary, or you think it's going to affect something of that nature. However, you guys have a lot of helpful people here that the higher realms. See, a lot of people think they go in this physical realm alone. No, you're never alone. You guys have a whole entourage of angels and archangels and spirit guides and messengers, and all this stuff is going on while we going on down here. Believe that. That's why when you call somewhere, say like you call a place and you try to get some information and somebody's very rude and disrespectful. And then if you just take a breath or take a few moments or whatever, and then you actually call back, and you get somebody totally different, and you be like, wait a minute, it wasn't like this because see, at that point, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, archangels, or somebody that took the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say to you guys is really act upon, what you know is true. And the truth is, attention to your health, because you guys are in service. In order to do a more of a good service, you have to not be in denial about being a flight risk, in terms of your health, okay? Because your health is your wealth in every way. I can't make that up. So Aries, this is where we must part ways. Of life lasts and death pass. You will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you, and within one.